Welcome to my live stream. Yes, I'm here on Christmas Day. I won't be long today. But I was watching this video and I was going to go live about something else. I was going to go live and be festive and maybe sing some, I don't know, some Christmas songs. I'm not in the mood to sing today. I know some of you are like, yes. I know I could be extra with my singing, but this is something I love to do. Um, is being I just couldn't figure out what I want my poll question to be. Okay, but today's Christmas Day. For those of you that celebrate, I hope you're having a good day. For those of you that don't celebrate, I hope you're having a good day as well. Whatever you celebrate, I hope you're having a good day. I feel like this camera is just, I need to lower it. I need to lower it a little bit lower. I need to get these blinds fixed. They're kind of like out of line, out of alignment. All right, y'all. So I saw this article. Well, this it's from Fox 2, KTVU. So the title of the video says why domestic violence increases during the holidays. Okay. And it says Dr. Linda Dure explains why women often experience an increase in domestic abuse on or around major holidays, including Christmas, New Year's, and Thanksgiving. So she talked about this was released today on Christmas Day, 1:04 p.m. I think it's Pacific Standard Time, but whatever. So she's talking about how during the holiday times, well, first of all, she was saying that domestic violence affects everybody in every socioeconomic status. Whether you're rich or poor, you can experience domestic violence. And she was talking about how it increases a lot around, say the man just lost his job, some type of financial stress. The man is going to take it out on women. And yes, men do experience domestic violence against them as well, but we're talking about women right now, and it affects women on a larger scale than it does men. But domestic violence, no matter the gender or the sex, it's wrong. It's not okay. And so the video was talking about how it's increased during the holidays. It's just a stressful time. You may not be able to afford gifts, you may not be able to afford your bills, and it's just like a lot going on. And then there's alcohol involved, there's drugs involved, and that increases the chances of domestic violence. And then if there's a gun in a home, the chances of some type of domestic violence is highly increased. People get that liquor courage once they have the alcohol in their system, um, in their feelings, whatever it is, and they want to go for the gun. That's why I'm glad there's some states who don't even allow people who have been convicted of domestic violence to even own a gun, which is awesome. And I think that needs to happen everywhere. But she was talking about how getting out is very important. And I know that getting out of a domestic violence situation is not as easy as it sounds on paper. It's like, oh, just get out of it. People like to blame women for being in domestic violence situations, like, oh, you chose him, you want to be abused. It's not the case. People want to be loved. People want to be in a good relationship. Sometimes people get into relationships for the wrong reason and then they end up being stuck. Whether it's financial stability or love, people have their different reasons. A person who is happy, healthy, mentally sound, and everything is not going to choose to be abused. Let's be real, people. I just want people to have more compassion, have more empathy. A lot of people don't want to really understand domestic violence. They just want to blame someone for why the person is involved in it. They want to blame people for it. People are not, nobody wants to be abused, okay? Normal people do not want to be abused. So just think about it. If someone is staying in a relationship and they're being abused, there's something going on there, okay? There are people who are women who are afraid for their lives. They're afraid of leaving. The abuser has threatened them. The abuser has threatened to harm the children. The abuser has threatened to take their own lives. And a lot of times they'll abuse you or take your life and then they'll take their own. Like, just like the cowards they are. Um so yes, today's Christmas and it's a festive time, but we got to think about there's people who are trapped in domestic violence situations and we got to think about them. Some people are not having a good time today. Some people are having a horrible time today. Um, so when it comes to domestic violence, it's very important to be very smart about how you make your escape because when you do try to leave your abuser, you are at an increased risk of losing your life. The abuser will try to take your life once you try to leave. So to leave safely, you have to come up with a plan. You cannot let your abuser know. You really can't let anybody know other than the people who are helping you escape from that situation. There is um there is a website that can help you come up with a safety plan. I always link it in my videos when I talk about domestic violence or really any of my videos. Hold on, let me try to look it up because I don't know it by heart. But I know it's in one of my videos. Um Give me a second, y'all. I should have had this planned out already. If you go to the National Domestic Violence website, they can help you create a plan. So if you or someone you know is in a domestic violence situation, you have to plan it out. So you can go to the hotline.org and there is a section called Create Your Safety Plan. Okay. It says Create Your Safety Plan. You have to plan out how to leave your abuser. You can't just leave like that. It's not that simple. If it was that simple, people wouldn't be in domestic violence situations. It's not easy to leave. So it says a safety plan is personalized. A safety plan is a personalized, practical plan to improve your safety while experiencing abuse, preparing to leave an abusive situation, or after you leave. Okay, so there's a whole thing. So it's on the hotline.org, hotline.org. And as always, you all, I always try to tell you guys, if you are in a situation, if you are in a domestic violence situation, you or someone you know, you can also call. You can call 800-799-7233, or you can text the word begin to 88788. Check that out, screenshot it, but look it up. Try to remember that number, okay? Um, so like I said, everyone is not having a happy holiday. Some people are being abused as we speak and they're wanting out, and sometimes people feel like, oh well, you keep going back to them, or she keeps going back to him, so I'm just gonna wash my hands clean of it. You got to truly understand domestic violence. You got to understand the mind of someone who's being abused. Give me 1 second. I had a timer on. Hold on. Hi, Madison. I'm doing good today, Madison. Hey Siri, set timer for 5 minutes. Yeah, okay. So hold on. Hey, Madison. Yeah, I'm doing well. So like I was saying, this is not a happy time for everybody. And like I would think the last thing I said was people tend to not want to help people who are in domestic violence situations. They feel like, oh, you keep going back, so I guess you like the abuse. It's not that simple. Have you guys heard of Stockholm syndrome? Like really, like people, the insensitivity that people have, it really baffles my mind. And people don't really understand until they're in that situation. And sometimes there are people who have been in domestic violence situations that's insensitive. Like I don't know what it is. There are some people who have been through hard times and they still act like they don't know any better. Like, oh well, you're choosing to be with that person. It's always the blame put on the victim. Not enough attention and responsibility is put on the abusers. As long as abuser is able to, they're gonna abuse. Like really think about it. As long as people are around condoning it and they're turning a blind eye to the abuse, they're gonna continue. And so the person who's being abused don't feel like they have anybody to help them because like people keep turning their back on them or keep blaming them for going through that. If you love the person, if you know someone who's being abused, you all you can really do is be there for support, be there to if they need someone to run to. You don't have to put your life in jeopardy to be there for someone who's being abused. You don't have to do that. There's ways that you can help the person by providing the resources or just being a sound ear, somebody to listen to and talk to. Um, Someone who is in an abusive relationship, they need mental health support. They need to see a professional to talk to them about it. The abuser plays mind games with them. Like I said before, they will threaten to harm them, threaten to harm the children, and threaten to harm their own lives. So it's like they put the person who's being abused in a very tough situation. It's like, oh my God, like it's like they feel like it's their responsibility to keep being abused because if I stop letting him abuse me, then he's gonna do something really bad. That's a tough situation to be in, y'all. Really think about that. And a lot of times, people who are in domestic violence situations, they were abused as children. They saw abuse. They saw their parents being abused. They saw their mother being abused. So it's like second nature to them. So it's easy for them to stay when it's all they've known. We know that saying, when you do better, when you know better, you do better. Some people don't know any better, even as adults. Some people have the mind of a child. Some people don't stop growing because they haven't healed past that age that they were being abused. So I just want to come on to talk about being sensitive to people who are in vulnerable situations because people are not choosing to be like that. They feel stuck in those situations. So up another part of my life is to talk about how it's okay to be single. And I think, there are some people who are in the situations because they feel alone. They want to be with someone. Um, Not realizing that you don't have to be with anyone to be happy. You can be single and happy. There are plenty of people who are in relationships. There are plenty of people who are in marriages. They're completely miserable. They're so unhappy. Don't believe everything you see on social media. Hi, Romaine Simpson. Are you from Jamaica? What's up, Jamaica? What's up from Jamaica? Romaine Simpson. Thank you for the rose. Beautiful flag. That's the best flag. I'm just playing. So yeah, like I was saying, it's okay to be single. Society has pressured women, conditioned women to think that they need a man all the time. And I mean, even men, there are men who have pressure as well to feel like they need to be with somebody. You don't have to be with anybody. If you if you need like more support in whatever area in your life, whatever it's financial, whatever it's mental health, get your work on you before you try to be with someone. Yes, you can get with someone and you guys could work together as a team and get together, but if you have a lot of work to do, you're not in a good situation to be with someone. And the abusers, the people who are abusers, they're not wise enough to know that they need to go get help. They're not wise enough to know that they should get help before they're with someone instead of taking out their childhood trauma or taking out their life frustrations on their partner. So we can expect abusers to do the right thing. We cannot expect abusers to do the right thing. They're gonna take advantage of any situation. As long as they have a victim, they're gonna keep abusing. So it's up to those of you who are already single or those of you who are close to leaving someone to know that it's okay to be single. It's everyone is not going to have the picture perfect life. Everyone is not going to have the happy ending. Sometimes being single is the best thing. You're happier. In an ideal world, everyone would be in a relationship, very happy, very fulfilling, but everyone doesn't have that luxury. It's really unfortunate. And but it's best to be single than to be abused. It's best to be single than to be with someone who doesn't value you. If someone is treating you bad, something is wrong with them, and you don't deserve that. Um, yeah, so it's like back to the whole social media thing. I'm not going to blame social media for everything, but I feel like a lot of times we're seeing these happy couples, we're seeing these perfect homes and these perfect marriages, seemingly perfect, but it's really not perfect. We don't know what people are going through behind closed doors. Just because they're smiling in your face and they're doing cute little videos together and taking cute pictures together doesn't mean anything. There are plenty of people who are being abused behind closed doors, and it's all a front. So don't be so quick to rush and try to get this ideal life that you see being plastered everywhere, or some couples make you feel like, oh, it's so great, there's no issues. Like, I respect people who keep it real. Like, I've been married and it's not easy. It takes work, da, 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 da. Then to people to make you feel like, oh, it's just get married and everything's okay. Like, there's no work that comes with it. Relationships take work. A relationship takes two healthy people for it to work. If somebody's abusive, they're unhealthy, they're unhealed, it's not going to be a healthy situation. We and I say women, sometimes we try to get in relationships thinking that we could help our partner, thinking we can make them better. We will see red flags. We'll see something is going on with him. He's short tempered. He's impatient. He has mommy issues, daddy issues, violent tendencies, and then we kind of feel like they're a project, that's someone we need to work on. But don't work on anybody. Don't you? It's not your job to work on a grown adult. Everyone knows about mental health services. Everyone is mature enough to be able to Google stuff. You're supposed to be anyway. So my point is, don't take on anybody as a project. The biggest project and the best project. Hi, Madison. I said hi already. The biggest project and the best project you can work on is yourself. Get yourself together so that once you're healthy and you're in a good space, that what is for you will come to you. You shouldn't have to go out searching and finding, and that's how you end up in a bad situation. Trust me, I know. When you go out searching, you end up finding what you don't really need. Just continue to live your life, do the things that make you happy, work on yourself, um, do activities that you enjoy, and you might find your life partner, the one who is for you in doing the activity. Say you join a tennis club, maybe you'll find your life partner in that tennis club. But to go hunting and searching and coming off very desperate, you attract people who are basically like predators. Predators love when you're desperate and you're thirsty and you'll take anything. They'll give you, if you let someone believe that you'll take anything from them, they're gonna give you anything. They're gonna give you crumbs. Raise your standards so just raise your standards so that people, not anybody, can just come in your life. You gotta have boundaries. Madison said, "How are you doing?" I said, "I'm doing well, Madison. I'm doing well. I hope you are doing well as well." Are you gonna add anything to the convo? What do you think about this topic? But yeah, so I really enjoy that video. You guys know I make videos about domestic violence sometimes, but I had to delete a lot of my content. I keep saying that over and over again, but I need to get back to just making my videos the way I was, but not how I was doing it before, where I would putting clips and copyrighted stuff in there. I don't want any problems with my channel, so I still want to spread awareness about domestic violence and just trauma and everything like that. But it's just the right way to do it, to show respect for the other content creators or the news people that create these articles and videos that I want to watch. I don't want to take any credit from anyone because I appreciate the information that I find, and I just try to share with you guys in the best way that I can. Brianna Parker says, "Hi, I'm new here. I appreciate your take on domestic violence, but almost all abusers know exactly what they're doing." Yeah, they know what they're doing, and yeah, they know what they're doing. Very calculated, and it's just very unfortunate that there's just not enough awareness and not enough support. I feel like it's always put on the victims. The people who are being abused are always like, it's always on them. Like, what did you do? Or why are you with him? What's wrong with you? Um, it is crazy to me how domestic violence, abusers have so many friends, and And there's people who witness. I have seen people witness domestic violence, and they're still cool with these people. So they can't say, well, I don't know what goes on closed. Some people cannot say, I don't know what goes on behind closed doors. That's their business. You literally see what's happening. You see the black eyes. You see them being hit and pushed and shoved, and the verbal abuse and all that. And you're still saying, like, I'm going to mind my business. Like, I don't respect anybody who minds their business when they see abuse going on. I don't respect you. I don't at all. Yes, I know some people feel helpless, but to say that it's not your business is really destructive. I hate that some people feel like because it doesn't affect their personal life that they have nothing to do with that. It's like a lot of people don't care until things come to their front door. Brianna, yes, it's always on the victim, and that's why victims stay sometimes because they don't think they're going to be believed. There are insensitive police officers who come to the scene and they don't understand domestic violence. It's like, well, you keep coming, or oh, well, you did you make a report? We don't see any reports here, or have you made a claim? People don't understand how petrified and in fear victims feel. They live every day. There are people who just really wanted love and they found it in the wrong place. And so they're being punished because they chose wrong. But that wasn't their intention. They didn't want to be abused. They wanted love and they chose the wrong person. So you're just going to hold that over their head and punish them for that? More accountability needs to be put on domestic violence abusers. It's ridiculous to me how many times they get slapped on the wrist and they're getting off easily. It's just, yeah, it's just not enough done about it. And so I just want to talk about it during the holiday season that everybody, like I said, is not having a happy holiday. Everyone is not in a good situation. So be sensitive, be kind. If you see the signs, pay attention to it. If there's someone you love that's being abused, be there for them. Educate yourself about domestic violence. You can't say you don't know. Educate yourself. Google is everywhere. Google is at the touch of your fingers. You can Google domestic violence. The mind of someone who is being abused, why people stay, the resources. Um, it's out there. More people need to care. I have seen, abuse with my own two eyes, in my life, and I have been astounded at how it's overlooked like it's a normal part of life. Being abused is not normal. It's very abnormal. It's not normal to be abused, okay? It's not. So it's like people just like, oh, it's nothing. It's just people. Some people get hit, some people get abused. No, that's not. If you're being abused in your relationship, verbally, emotionally, physically, financially, it's not normal, and you should not have to deal with it. And like I said before, it's okay to be single. Before they even hit you, they're gonna talk to you crazy. They isolate you. There are signs that someone is not healthy, and eventually they'll start hitting you. So, like I said before, it's okay to be single. Wait until you find the right person. Get yourself together, get your life together. And it's just embrace singlehood. Everyone is not gonna be all booed up all the time. We have billions of people on earth, and unfortunately, some people are just not going to be in a good situation. And that's okay. But are you healthy? Are you happy? Are your children okay? That's what matters more, not about if you got a man or you got someone to come. And then, for parents, for people who are single parents, if you have children, you need to be even more careful about who you bring in your life because that's your children. You guys remember the story I did about, what's her name again? I think it's Grace Faith Green. Give me a second. Faith Green, y'all. I did the story about her. Faith Green, she was a single mother of two. She got with this man who she met at church, and her dad basically pushed him on her. Um, and they got together, and he became very. First of all, he had killed his first wife, okay, and he got out sooner than he should have. Um, and she was pregnant at the time. So his first wife, Gregory Green, took the life of his first wife. He went to prison for, I don't even know if it was even 20 years. And he came out and he got involved with Faith Green. Her father encouraged it. He was like a pastor or something like that. And she saw some of the signs. He didn't really want her other children around, and he had a temper, agitation. And so she had the plan to leave him, I believe. And that's when he basically took the lives of her children that she had with another partner, and he took the life of the two children they had together. He killed four children. He killed four children, and he made sure to mutilate her. He cut her face up and did some other stuff. And it's like he wanted her to see. He did it in front of her. The two children he had with Faith Green, he I think he took their life by carbon monoxide. He didn't want to violently kill them because that was his, I guess. But her children, he shot them. He shot both of them in front of her, and he let her stay alive. And when I think he called the police on himself, and he waited till they came. It's like there are very unstable men out there. Um, I don't know if she knew his history, but the dad should have known. The dad had went to the prison to vouch for him and wrote letters and everything like that. And I'm ashamed of Faith Green's father, because as a father, you're supposed to be a good example for your daughter. You're supposed to be her provider, her protector, and he basically set her up to be with a domestic violence abuser. So yeah, Gregory Green, he took the life of four innocent children. And once if only it's too late, but if only Faith Green realized that once she left her first relationship with her two children, that she could have been healthy. She's a beautiful woman. She could have been healthy and thriving and single. But I don't know if her dad pushed her being with someone, or she just really wanted to be with someone. But she got with someone and got married, and it didn't end well. Like, she is in this life by herself without her children. I don't know how she's going on every day. I don't know how she's living every day knowing that her children are not here. And the reason why they're not here is because the man she chose to be in their lives is not here anymore. As single women, we have to be careful about who we bring around our children. Like I've always said, if you are like sexually frustrated or whatever the situation is, do that outside of your children so you won't bring the men around. Okay? We live and we learn. If we were able to escape a situation, you have to live and learn. You cannot put your child's life in jeopardy because you just want a man that bad. It's not that deep. It's not that serious. Um, you don't have to introduce every man to your children, especially when they're so young and vulnerable, especially when you have girls. There are predators out there who prey on single women. They want to abuse your child. It happens all the time, y'all. You heard about that one lady, her channel was Isis or whatever. She was a single mother, and she met this dude, they got married, and he was abusing her daughter. It happens all the time. So not only are some of these men violent, they're sexually abusive. They're just predators in general, and they're gonna prey on the weak and vulnerable. When a man sees that it's easy for him to get in with you, he's gonna take advantage of that. You know what I'm saying? Vet them better. Take your time. Don't ignore the red flags. If anything about a man is making you feel uncomfortable, uneasy, you shouldn't keep going, okay? It's a red flag and you need to stop. Red flags mean stop. It don't mean go. It don't mean, oh, it's okay, or maybe it's yellow. Oh, maybe he'll change. Oh, that was the past. No. Some people, patterns. Look at the patterns. If he was treating his ex this way, he treat his other one, he's gonna treat the same way. Like, some women unfortunately think that they're gonna be different. Okay? If he was abusive to his exes, if he's toxic to his exes, if he was a deadbeat dad to his ex, whoever, he's gonna do the same with you. You're not gonna be special and different. So just take a man by his word. He's telling you, he's showing you that he's trash. He's telling you, he's showing you that he's abusive. He's telling you, he's showing you that he's jealous, he's insecure. Let that be your sign to run away. If I knew now what I knew, if I knew back then what I know now, I would have been in a whole different situation. But I'll always say that I do love my children. I'm not going to punish myself for making poor decisions, making decisions when I didn't know any better. Don't punish yourself for making decisions while you're in survival mode, or making decisions in a place where you did not have all the information right. You know what I'm saying? All you can do is move forward. But any violent behaviors or any unhealthy behaviors need to not be ignored. If he's not treating you like a princess or treating you like a queen and respecting your boundaries, respecting you, respecting your children, he's not the guy for you. So I'm gonna always say it's okay to be single. Yes, being single could be sad sometimes, you could be lonely, but you know what's even sadder? Being abused. You know what's even sadder? Having your children watch you be abused. You know what's even sadder? Having your children choose the same kind of partners you chose because you didn't have high self-esteem. We gotta show our daughters, we gotta show our sons that we will not tolerate. We will not tolerate any abuse. It's okay to walk away. Try to walk away with your life. You know what I'm saying? Our life is so precious, and it's just not worth some loser taking your life or taking your children's lives. So, if there again, I'm gonna repeat this before I come off. I'm gonna come off soon, y'all. I'm not gonna keep this long. Um, hold on. Like I said earlier, if you or someone you know is in a domestic violence situation, please call 800-799-7233. You can also text the word begin. That's B as in ball, E as in elephant, G as in girl, I as in igloo, N as in Nancy. Text the word begin to 88788. Um, you can also check out thehotline.org. So www.thehotline.org. They have safety plans, they have all the resources you need. There's help. There are people who are trained and professional that can help you get out. Don't feel like you're stuck forever. Don't feel like no one cares. There are people, there are women who have been through what you've been through, and they don't want to see you going through what they have been through. Um, I don't want you to be. I don't want you to become a statistic. You know, it's okay to be alone for as long as possible. If it's meant to be, it'll be. Okay, the right person for you is out there if they're out there, but don't try to change the way life's supposed to be because you're jumping the gun and you're just like ignoring all the flags and you're just like, oh, it'll be okay. If your gut, if something inside you says something is not right about this person, something's not right about the situation, listen to yourself. Anytime I've strayed away from my gut instinct that something's not right, I've always end up regretting it. All right, intuition. Listen to your woman intuition that something is not right. If something doesn't feel right, it's because most likely it's not right. Don't ignore it. Don't ignore it. Anyway, y'all, I'm gonna come off, but I hope everyone is having a happy holiday. I'm having a good day so far. I'm gonna have a little something to eat, take a shower, put on my Christmas jammies with my babies. We all got matching pajamas today. And we're gonna watch a Christmas movie. Like, I may not be religious, I may not really celebrate Christmas, but I do it, like I said, for my children. And I want to spend today with my two favorite people in the world, my son and my daughter. Um, yeah, my babies. I'm thankful to have them. I'm thankful that we are safe. Um, yeah. It feels so beautiful to be around people you love and you know that they love you. And it's nothing like safety. You know, you don't want to be in a situation where you don't feel safe. You don't feel, you don't feel comfortable. You shouldn't have to tiptoe. You shouldn't have to walk on eggshells where you live at. Whether you're a child or an adult, wherever you live, you should feel safe. You should feel comfortable. You shouldn't have to be like worried and panicked. That's not a safe environment. You should have to like change your whole personality to adjust to someone. And my heart goes out to any child who is in a abusive household. I hope someone helps them soon or helps you soon if you're watching. Um, if you are a child, reach out to your school guidance counselor for support. There's a lot of children who are suffering in silence, and the signs are being missed. You guys remember that story? It was Gabriel somebody. He was being abused, and it was being ignored, and children's services and stuff was involved, but he ended up being killed by his own mother. What's his name again? Gabriel Hernandez. I'm probably saying his name wrong, y'all. I'm saying his name wrong, but Gabriel Fernandez. Yeah. So Gabriel Fernandez, he was a young boy. It happened like back in 2020 or years ago. He was being abused at home, and the social workers will come by and ignore the signs, and he, the teachers, I don't know. He was failed by the whole community. Domestic violence not only affects children, it affects women and children. And yes, there are men who are abused in domestic violence situations. There are, but it mostly happens to women and then children. That the most vulnerable population it happens to, and it's just very sad. So don't ignore the signs, y'all. If you see that someone is being abused, reach out. See if you can help in any way. There's ways to help without putting your life in jeopardy. You can make a anonymous call, anonymous tip, whatever it is. If you see something, say something. I'd rather you be nosy, mind your business. I'd rather you be nosy and don't mind your business if it means the safety and health of someone. I'd rather you be wrong about it than to ignore it and then somebody ends up losing your life because you're like, oh, I didn't know, I wasn't sure. I heard something, but I wasn't sure. There are people who are being severely abused right now, and their neighbors are ignoring it. The neighbors are, and it doesn't matter if they keep going back. Keep calling the cops. Okay, I don't care. See something, say something. Because if you are being abused, wouldn't you want someone to call the cops for you? Wouldn't you want to be rescued and saved? So just treat people the way you want to be treated, y'all. Stop ignoring everything. You can help in the safety of your own home. You can help. Um, I don't feel comfortable knowing that somebody's being abused and I'm not doing anything to help. You know what I'm saying? Nothing in life is perfect. There's no perfect ideal situation, but abuse should not be tolerated in any capacity, any way, shape, or form. People need help, and sometimes, and abusers, they're gonna keep going. They're not gonna say, "Oh, you know what? I'm so abusive. I'm gonna get some help." No, you have to force these people away from you, off of you, or out of these situations. But I'm rambling at this point, and hopefully, I make sense to somebody out there. I hope every one of you are safe, and if you're not, like I said, please listen to the resources that I provided. Um, so the poll I said is being single okay, and 71% of you said yes, and 29% of you said no. So that's your right to believe that being single is not okay. But I think being single is very much okay. I'd rather you be single and be safe and happy than to be stuck and unhappy and just miserable, just complete misery. Like, it's not fun. Life is not fun when you're miserable. Life is not fun when you're abused. You see life so cloudy and so dark. It's not a good way to live. All right, y'all. So nobody's really talking, so I'm gonna come off. 'Cause at this point, I'm talking to myself. Oh, Brianna says sadly. Thank you, Brianna. Thank you, Brianna. So thank you to Brianna Parker. Thank you to Madison. Thank you to Romaine Simpson. And thank you to whoever was watching. You didn't comment. Thank you for those who viewed and whatever. I appreciate the support, y'all. I'm gonna come off. I'm not gonna make it too long. It is Christmas Day after all. So like I said, I'm gonna take a shower. I'm gonna get into, y'all wanna see my jammies? Gonna get into my jammies. We're gonna be triplets. We're gonna be matching today. And it's so soft. It's so soft. And then look at my socks, y'all. Look at my socks. Let me show you my socks before I come off. I love like these fuzzy socks. Look, it's a snowman. Do you wanna build a snowman? Y'all know I couldn't come up without saying something. You know how I am. Anyway, let me come off now. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe, and be safe. Get the help you need. And again, it's okay to be single. It's okay to walk away from a failed marriage with your life. Okay? It's okay to walk from a failed relationship or situationship with your life. If that person doesn't want you, if that person is not treating you the way they're supposed to treat you, someone else will, y'all. Real talk. Like, I hate that some women feel like they're stuck. I used to be that woman, y'all. I used to be that woman who like, Why doesn't he love me? But it's like when you're healed, you'll see your value, y'all. We have to see our value as women. Yeah. Hey, Billy. A Christmas Carol? I don't know. You make a suggestion, maybe I'll sing it. How are you doing today, Billy? I know you don't celebrate this pagan stuff. I know you don't celebrate it. 1 second, y'all. Let me give my son this. My bad, y'all. Um, what was I talking about? Hi, Vanilla. Vanilla. When you said vanilla, it made me think of Vanilla Ice. Ice, baby. I used to have a Vanilla Ice shirt. I have a picture of it still. Hi, Flower. Hello. Billy, are you still in here? What song should I sing? I was going to sing Christmas carols, Billy, but I wasn't really feeling it today. I almost didn't even go live today, really. But I saw this video about domestic violence during the holidays and made me think about it. And I just want to spread a message, whatever I can do. Even if I can help one person, if one person could take the domestic violence hotline number and use it, I would appreciate that. Oh, you celebrate Hanukkah? Is it Hanukkah now, Flower? So good news if anybody hasn't paying attention to anything that I say. My son has not been feeling well. He's actually getting better, but he got that cough. It's that cough though. First it was just him being tired all the time and stuff, and now he's had this cough. I feel like the cough is always at the last to go. Where's my other phone? I don't know where I put the phone at. Oh my goodness. Oh, here it is. I want to make some cookies. Billy, I don't know if I know that song, Billy. I'll try my best to sing it. Oh, I know the song, but I don't know if I can sing it really good, okay? Billy, you know I am with lyrics. Even if the lyrics is in front of me. Like, it's a long song. Oh my gosh, And it was only one songwriter. It was written by Frederick Austin. Usually with songs, a lot of times it's like several, mostly with hip hop, I think. But either way, wow, Frederick Austin was the only person who made this song. I'll try to sing it. Okay, Billy, if you're still here. Wish I had my microphone. On the first day of Christmas, my true love gave to me a partridge in a pear tree. How you sing that? I'm gonna play it in my ear while I sing it, y'all. Hold on. I'm gonna try to find it on YouTube and try to sing it for y'all in my ear. 12 days of Christmas karaoke. Let me try to sing it, okay? You gotta go. Thank you, Flower. Have a good night. I sub in like. Thank you, Flower. I never sang this song before, y'all. I'm gonna try to sing it, okay? No. Billy, not a good song for me. Billy, give me another one. This ain't it. This ain't for me, Billy. What's the rap version? What's the rap version? I don't like the Christmas Carol. It sounds corny as heck. Let me try to sing it though. I don't know the rap version, Billy. Tell me what the rap version is. On the first day of Christmas, my true love sent to me in a pear tree. Partridge in a pear tree. Second day of Christmas. I don't want to sing this. I don't like it. I don't like the song. I don't like it. Because I don't want to sing it low. I want it to get higher, but I don't want to get higher. So there's certain songs where I don't want to sing regular, like monotone. Like on the first, I want to like, and I don't want to sing it. I'm not feeling it. Let me see something real quick. Hold on. How come I can't pause? Yeah, I'm not singing it. New song, Billy. Billy, how are you? Didn't I ask you how you doing? Hi, Madison. Yes, I'm okay. How are you? Like I said before, I ain't really come on here to sing today because I wasn't feeling it. You know what my favorite Christmas song is, y'all? Oh, Holy Night is one of them, and also This Christmas. And what's that one song that's like, fall on your knees and hear the angels' voices all night. Divine. I don't know. What song is that? I'm doing good, Billy. What you been doing today? Avoiding the pagan holiday? But I love that song. Whatever it's a on your knees. Mm-hmm. Um, maybe I'll sing. What's that song I just saw? I just saw it. Maybe is it Oh Holy Night? Maybe it's Oh Holy Night. I'm just not gonna sing today, y'all. I think I'm just not in the mood. I'm just not in the mood to sing today. It's just one of those days, y'all. Like I really wasn't feeling it. It's just one of those days. We all have our days, y'all. Maybe I'll sing "We Wish You a Merry Christmas." We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. You know what song I do like too? White. Remind me what that means again, Billy. Is that that's good night? Are you telling me good night? Are you telling me good night? It's so funny that you speak, how are you fluent in Swahili? It's so funny because that's one of the languages that I want to learn. Like I've always said that if I want to learn French, Spanish, and Swahili. Also would like to learn Japanese and Chinese. It's just I wish I could like download those languages in my brain so I wouldn't have to study it. So how much do you know, Billy? Let me try to sing "Oh Holy Night," y'all. I don't know if I could do it though. I need to really learn like music to know the keys and all that stuff. I really maybe once I finish raising my babies, I'll finally take time to myself to do the stuff I want to do. Well, you got to do it now. You got to find time now to do the things that you love. Real Ray says, "I wish greetings and a few." At least you know that. Like I appreciate you even speaking it to me because it made me like have to. I came from my headphones. It made me have to Google some of the stuff so I can kind of communicate back with you. Dang, where's my headphone? My earbuds. I think it's on my neck and I can't find it. Um, I like that. I like to meet different people and different things that inspire me to do stuff. But yeah, you made me want to learn more about Swahili because I've wanted to learn it for a long time, and maybe this is the push I needed to like finally learn it. I don't know who I'll be talking to with it. I don't know nobody who speaks Swahili. It's easier to speak a language when you have other people to be able to like practice with it. You know what I'm saying? Mhm. The stars are brightly shining. See, I can't sing. I need to. I don't know the words to nothing. Like I literally have to like listen to whoever sang it so I could be able to get the the pitch and all that stuff how they do it. Y'all, you know I already told y'all I like to sing, but I don't be knowing the words. I don't be knowing how the song goes. But once I hear the person singing it, I'm like singing with them. But yeah, like I said, Phantom VR said, "Yo, what's your opinion on Iron Man?" I like Iron Man because I like what's his name again? Robert Downey Jr. He's like probably my favorite actor, to be honest with you. I really like Robert Downey Jr. So I like Iron Man. Is that what you're asking me, Phantom VR? What about Iron Man? I like him. I don't think that I have really seen Iron Man though. I just like Robert Downey Jr. But as far as like what the action figure, the comic book character, I don't really know much. Um, but Iron Man is a Marvel comic superhero with you guys. I don't know the difference between Marvel and DC. I really don't, to be honest with you. I want to learn, but I don't know it. I've never seen Iron Man the movie, but I want to see it. Let me see if I can watch it like anytime soon. But anyway, I'm gonna. What time is it? Yeah, I'm about to come off. Billy, I'm sorry to disappoint you for not singing any songs. Maybe next time. Like I said before, that was the plan to do it, but I wasn't feeling it anymore. I just wasn't feeling it. I hope I'm not coming down with anything. I really hope I was trying to avoid that. So I was like, baby, please cover your mouth. Please wash your hands and all that good stuff. Because mommy does not want to get sick. Mommy cannot get sick. I refuse to get sick. Like, I'm gonna go, I don't know, suck on a lemon or something. Like I need some vitamin C. But yeah. I hope everybody's having a good night, y'all. Like, whatever you celebrate, whatever you don't celebrate, I hope you're happy and healthy and safe wherever you are. Maybe I should do a question and answer. But I must get off, y'all. But so like the title of this live says, is about domestic violence I was talking about. So I already was basically saying I hope you are healthy, happy, and safe. And it's okay to be single. It's better to be single than to be abused and to not be appreciated, y'all. If you're not feeling like a better person, if you're not feeling your best when you're with your so-called partner, then you shouldn't be with them. You should feel so good. You should feel like they're the best thing that ever came into your life, or one of the best things that ever came into your life. If you don't feel good about yourself, if you're doubting yourself, if you're questioning yourself and your existence and who you are when you're with someone, you shouldn't be with them. You should be single. You should be single. You'll be way more happier single. Don't be with miserable people. There's some people who are just miserable. And it's like they're gonna punish you for choosing to be with them. Like, you chose me. Well, you chose to be with me, so you want to take this abuse. It's sick, y'all. It's so sick. It's so sick, y'all. Instead of getting help, people would rather just continue to abuse you and blame you for taking the abuse. It's like, why don't you just do better, you know? Hey, spirituality. Hi, beautiful. Wishing you the best happiness. Thank you. I'm wishing you too. How are you doing so far today? How are you doing, girl? I mean, spirituality. I hope you're doing well. I really do. You're one of my faves in the chat. I appreciate every one of you coming consistently, even when you're busy or, you have other things you could be doing. I appreciate it. So I was just talking about domestic violence, spirituality, that, it's not a happy holiday for everyone. Some people are being abused. Some people feel trapped in their situation right now. And I'm just saying, get to safety if you can. You don't deserve that. You deserve better. And it's okay to be single. It's better to be single and be safe and free from abuse than to be with someone who's not going to value you, who's not going to appreciate you. It's too many people on earth to be stuck with one loser. Don't let one loser make you question yourself and question your worth. They want to bring you down to their level. They might try to act like they're tough and macho, but they're inside they're nothing, and they want you to feel like nothing like them. And you gotta be like, I'm a survivor. I'm not gonna give up. I'm not gonna stop. Cause all I really want is to be happy. Find a look. I don't know the lyrics to that one. I never know the lyrics, y'all. Like Mary J. Blige can tell you, like Mary J. Blige has been through domestic violence. She has been through a man who used her, and you know what I'm saying. Like, see what other women have been through to realize that you don't want to go through that. Sometimes other people's lives and experiences is a lesson for you. You don't have to go through that. You saw what she's going, you see what she's going through, you see what she's been through. Don't push yourself through that. Good things, just another day. Okay. Spirituality says glad. I forgot you're not obviously you know your spirituality. You are more spiritual. Glad to be single with freedom. Yeah, single and with peace. And like I said before, I understand, times get hard and you might want to get a little something. You might need to purchase some things to help with that. And if you must be with someone because you want a human, oh no, don't take them back to your place. I don't know. Be safe. I don't know. Be smart. Do a background check and do a full check on everything. I get it. I know loneliness is a tough thing. I get it. Being lonely is not easy. But once you accomplish it, like once you it just takes time. Some people just don't are not patient enough to be single. There's some people who just relationship hop. They're always with someone. They always gotta be with someone. You guys know people like that? They can't be single. They leave one relationship, they're into another one. And there's a lot of men that I know, my baby daddies, them dudes can't be single for nothing. Like this have to be, and it's like they don't change. They just change partners, and they're still toxic, they're still abusive, where there's still like need to learn. I ain't trying to dog nobody on here, but some people just don't know how to be single. Their entire existence is attached to another person, and they just need someone to feed on. They can't like rely on themselves. It's like they need a mommy, but they also are abusive to these women. It's like toxic and cheating and don't get me started. I just don't get the point of cheating. Like, just be single. Must come off, y'all. My child is asking me for something. So, again, it is Christmas Day. If you celebrate, good. If you don't, good. It is what it is, y'all. Just be happy. Be happy. That's it. All right, y'all, I'm going to come off. Spirituality, thank you for coming in. I'm glad you're happy and single and free. Same over here, girl. I'm glad that my babies are safe. I don't want to bring them into any situation that jeopardizes their safety and happiness. Okay? Because if anything happens to your children, like I said, even with Grace Faith Green, if a man comes into your life and they hurt your children, the man is wrong for what they did, but you open the door to that. And the same for men. If you're a single dad and you're letting abusive women, toxic women into your lives or your children, if your children are harmed, you can only really truly look at yourself because you allowed the abuse. You got to really check people out. Are they safe? Are they okay? Is this the kind of person I need? Don't be so thirsty to be with somebody. Don't rush things. Really take your time to develop a friendship. The next person I'm with, I want them to be my best friend, like besties, like, hey twin, where have you been? Nobody knows me quite. Like truly, not just corny, cheesy stuff, like truly. Um, don't be with somebody just to say you got somebody. Okay. Anyways, I feel like I'm repeating myself over and over again, y'all. Be single. Don't be in an abusive relationship just to say you got a man. Well, that's why I got a man. I got a man. My man, my man, my man. But what kind of man is he? Like, it's about quality. You gotta have a quality man, a quality partner, you all. Men and women out here listening, it's better to have a quality partner than to just have some random partner that is not bringing anything to you. They're not adding anything to you. They don't appreciate you. They don't value you. All right, say beautiful. Oh, thank you. Spirituality says stay happy and beautiful. Stay safe. Thank you. I'm gonna come off. Thank you all. Nobody's talking to me anymore. But spirituality, thank you for coming in. You're headed out. Everybody's headed out. So thank you to everyone that came in. I'll say thank you again to Madison Bubba. Thank you again to Romaine Simpson. Thank you again to Brianna Parker. Thank you again to Billy Ray Valentine. Thank you to Vanilla. Thank you to Flower. Thank you to Phantom VR. And thank you to Spirituality. And hi, John. Hello. How are you, John? What's going on? Before I come off, John, what's up? what it is. I was trying to sing that one song, but I'm not. Y'all, my down south country accent, I can't do it. Many people are still in here. How are you doing today, John? Do you celebrate the holidays? Are you a Christmas I can't think. Are you a Christmas celebrator? Do you celebrate Christmas? How's your day going so far? It's what time is it over here? It is 8:56 p.m. Eastern Standard Time where I am. I need to hurry up and get started so we won't be up too late watching a movie. No Christmas for you? Okay. Oh, you're still here, Spirituality. Okay. So what's up with you, John? How is your day going? How are you? You don't celebrate Christmas, so what did you do today? It was y'all. I had to drive to get my daughter, and it was so peaceful on the road, y'all. I wish it was Christmas every day. The traffic was just light, the way I like it. It was just a little bit of cars on the road, not too much, very demure. I love the traffic today, y'all. Like, there's this lane that I have to, like, when I get off the highway, I have to merge into this one lane. And then, like, to get in there, I literally got to beg, like, hey, can you help me get in here? But it was just, nobody was coming in. It was a smooth, what do you call it? It was a smooth merge, y'all. It was no problems. I love it. Like, every day. Y'all, the pandemic, when the pandemic first started, the shutdown, the lockdown, yes. I just feel like there's too much people sometimes. Like, it's just too much traffic. When there's not, when there's little traffic, light traffic, I love it. I love it. 'Cause I already don't like to drive. So when I see like light traffic, little traffic, I love it. So you could tell it was a holiday today. The only store that's open today, I think, is just CVS, Walgreens, and maybe some other random place. But like major stores are closed, and I love it. It needs to happen more often. I think like we need more days to shut down everything, to give people to chill out with this retail addiction, this retail obsession, this buy mentality that we are in. I can't stand it. I really can't stand it, y'all. I can't stand all the consumerism. I can't stand capitalism. I just wish we could get back to the basics, y'all. Oh, thank you, Spirituality. John says, today I went to look at some property I'm interested in buying. Okay, John, look at you. Big baller, John. Yes, Spirituality, we're thinking the same. Hey, big spender. Hey, big spender. John, do you want to have fun? Fun, fun. How's about a few fun? Good times. I think that's from Chicago. I love that. I love that. I want to see that live one day. I don't know what you call it, but I think it's, I don't remember, but I think it's from Chicago, the Broadway play. John is a big spender out there. Okay. John said, must be the money. Do you want to go and take a ride with me? Oh, what do I? Hey, must be the money. Yeah, John, I'll be rich enough to. Yes, Spirituality. I feel you. Okay, we need to have more holidays like other countries. Like what? Give me an example, John. Big spender, John. I'm just joking, John. I'm messing with you. Okay, I'm messing with you. I'm happy for you that to have the ability to go look at properties. Y'all, getting older is something else, y'all. You gotta appreciate it for the wisdom and growth, but sometimes the body ain't bodying the way it's supposed to, y'all. But that's just we gotta we gotta roll with the punches. Do you have sugar cookies at home? I think I have some sugar cookies, sea turtles. Hi, sea turtles. But John, give me an example of what other holidays you're talking about. What other holidays? I would love to know what you're talking about. My eyes are so watery, like y'all. TMI, but one thing about aging that I don't like for me, I have been dealing with like watery eyes, like dry eyes. So I'm like having I gotta make sure that I'm drinking enough water, and I gotta make sure that I'm using my eye drops. And then I wear glasses and contacts. Anything can be made into a national holiday off. I think it can. Honestly, I wish that every month there was a holiday. I hate that. Like, let me see. March, there's no national holiday in the US. April, there's no national holiday. Yes, June, they have Juneteenth now. August, there's no national holiday. Every month doesn't have a national holiday, and I wish every month did. Like, I would love to have at least one or two national holidays every single month. We need to make it happen. I'm waiting for the day where we only work Monday through Thursday. Friday should be a weekend. No, there's no holiday in March. No, that's January. I'm done with you right now. What? I should have had it on mute. It wasn't on mute. Countries like Spain, France, Colombia, and etc. have way more national holidays off than the U.S. Ask him if he still want to watch a movie. I'm gonna come off and take a shower. Ask him if he's still interested. You said have more. And you know what? Then I respect those countries, though, John. I wish we had more holidays. We need more. It's like the American. I don't know. It's just like the culture is just about work, 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 work. It's not enough family time, and I wish that America would adapt more relaxed lifestyle like some countries do. There's some countries where you can nap at work and it's nothing, and you're not seen as lazy or not productive. Is it Japan? I think like that. Yeah, correct me if I'm wrong. I think Japan you can nap at work. Western. I wish we could mix a little bit more Eastern and just get a little bit from get a little bit from get the good from other countries and other cultures. It's too much work, 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 work. It needs to be more about family. All of their holidays are paid time off days. Well, over here, yes, it's Japan. Okay, John, thank you for confirming. The holidays over here are paid as well. The national holidays are paid over here. I mean, if you work in, corporate and you work in a company that acknowledges those holidays, there's some people who unfortunately have to work on holidays. Like obviously, like people who work in a hospital, police officers. Everybody doesn't have the holiday off. Like first responders and stuff, they have to work on holidays if they end up having to work that day. You said not all of them. Okay. I hate that. I hate when my undershirt is showing. Oh, it's bothering me. John, you're in the U.S., right? Yeah, you are, because you said we need to have it. So yeah, you're in the U.S. Okay, I feel you, John. I hope that one day, you know, when our children are older, or we're not, if our children have children, that it'll be a lot different than what it is. Um, Things are not changing enough. Like I said, I cannot wait for the day that we have Friday as a weekend. Friday should be a weekend. Monday through Thursday should be the weekday. There's not enough time. How are you spending more time at work than with your family? How you spend more time at school than with your family? It doesn't make sense. It's all about money. It's all about making worker bees, and it's not enough about mental health and family. It's really sad. how much people spend on childcare is ridiculous. It's just it's sick. It's a lot of sickness going on in this world, and it's not right. Maternity leave is a joke in the U.S. Maternity leave in the U.S. is a joke. Okay, there's countries who you get off for like a year or 2 years paid. Work harder, work harder makes people happy. No, it doesn't. U.S. looks like you don't like your job. I'm speaking for everyone. No, I do like my job. I'm thankful for my job. What I'm saying is it could be a lot better. You can like something you can have there's always room for improvement with people, places, and situations. So just because that's the way it is doesn't mean I'm supposed to be like, oh, that's the way it is and nothing can be changed and it should never be changed. No, I don't believe that. I don't believe that. I think anything could be better. Anything could be tweaked. So that doesn't mean I don't like my job. In Denmark, they have 33-hour full work week. See, I like that in Denmark then, John. That's what I'm talking about. Like, I think we should do away with the whole 40-hour work week. You should still get the same income and not have to do 40 hours. That's the way I see it. And I don't want to do 10 hours a day. No, I don't want to do 10-hour days. Nope. In Canada, you get a year off maternity leave. Yep, yep. I actually wanted to live in Canada at one point, but it's like I read up on Canada. It's like it's not as easy. People is getting into Canada is not as easy as people think. But once you're there, you good, right? And I don't want to deal with the cold. I want to live somewhere where the weather is better. I don't want to deal with the cold. I don't. So I consider Canada, but I was like, a bit too cold for me. Like, I'm never gonna get used to the cold. But at the same time, living in a tropical area, warm area, you have to deal with natural disasters, which sucks. So it's like you can't win. It's either you're gonna be cold or you're gonna be blown away. You you want to do what out maybe 6 hours a day. Okay? I think we should be on the same schedule as our children. If our children are in school for this X amount of hours, we should be able to be home with our children. We shouldn't have to worry about childcare, after school care, and all that other stuff. Make the schedule where you're with your children. I don't know. I don't know what the solution is, US, because I feel like you're in here trying to be funny. I don't know what the solution is, but I know that it could be better. It needs to be better. FNS said, hey, FNS. FNS says yes and no. Y'all, I said, are you happy? And 40% of you said yes. And 60% of you said no. Aw. It's unfortunate some of us are not happy. And that's why it doesn't make sense to waste time on people who are just not trying to help you be happy, or they're not bringing any happiness to your life. If you can't be happy on your own, don't bring somebody else into that. You got to be happy on your own first. US says, I get where you're going, but it works for a lot of people. Okay, whatever works for them. John says, I tell people to get their retirement plans together and move to Central or South America so you can really enjoy life and save. John, my issue with other countries is the laws. I'm big on laws. Like, I'm not saying the US is the greatest country and like they're perfect and nothing is wrong. I'm thankful to live in the US, okay? Because we have it better off than a lot of people. But when it comes to crime and how it's handled and the chance of my crime being solved, I don't want to be in a country where it's like, oh, well, there's nothing we can do. Or there's countries where people know to commit the crime there because they know that it's the small chance of them being caught. There's some countries where it's easy to get away with certain crimes. And I don't want to live in a country where they're not going to be aggressive on crime. They're not going to really try to solve the crime, and women don't feel safe. And like I said, the US, there's room for improvement, but there's countries who have it worse than the US. And if I'm gonna go to another country, the crime needs to be getting solved. Something needs to be getting going on. Something needs to, I don't want to be somewhere where like most of the crime is not solved. I don't like that. Where there's no chance of being solved and there's no nothing. The police force is, so poor that they're not gonna be able to do anything for you. So I'm all for like moving to another country, but like Japan, I would live in Japan. But because I'm an outsider, I don't think they ever make you feel like you really live there. And I feel like to even live in Japan, I think you got to jump through hoops and stuff. Like, it takes a long time to really be considered a citizen, I think. There's some countries that make you really work hard to be a citizen there. And I don't want to have to fight to be a citizen. Like, I'm here. I'm not I'm a law-abiding citizen. I'm willing to work. I'm gonna bring something to the country. But some of these countries, they want you to jump through hoops, and I don't want to go through a country where they're going to try to kick me out because I'm not, I don't know. I don't know what I'm trying to say, but I'm a good person, and I don't want to go somewhere where I'm going to work so hard just to be a citizen, so hard to get a work permit, so hard to get a job. I don't want that. I don't want to struggle. I want it to be a smooth process. John says Colombia, Brazil, Chile, Panama, Costa Rica, Thailand, and that shows are all safe, successful. Yeah, I've been doing a little bit of research. I've heard about it. I just don't know how I feel about it. Cause like I'll be a minority still. I don't know. I'm a minority here, so it's like, what am I talking about? I would love to live amongst my people, but where I want to live amongst my people is just not. It's not safe, and the economy is not, the best, and it's very unfortunate, y'all. I don't know. I don't know. I just don't want to struggle. Wherever I go, I don't want to struggle more than what I'm struggling here. Like, I don't want to be struggling anywhere. And I don't want to move to a whole nother country and be struggling. I want to thrive and be happy and feel safe. And like, if I make a complaint about something, it'll be heard. And they won't look at me like, oh, you're an outsider. Oh, you don't belong here. Oh, we don't like you, so now we're going to kick you out of the country. Like, I don't want to feel like my stay in that country is jeopardized because I'm not a original. I've heard of countries where they'll kick you out because you're not really there, whether it's space or whatever the situation is. I don't know. I don't want my citizenship to be easily revoked. Panama is mostly black. Yeah. Brazil is mostly black. You're right, John, but it's like they also have their little racist stuff too. So it's like, yeah, nowhere's perfect. But I don't know if I want to live. Maybe I just don't want to live in those places, John. Maybe that's what I need to say. I don't know if I want to. I don't want to live in Brazil. I don't know if I would want to live in Brazil. I don't know. Because Brazil has their issues too with crime. And I don't know if I would want to live there. I would want to go somewhere where the crime is better than the U.S. Anywhere I go, it needs to be better than the U.S. It can't be worse. Leg drop says, what a coincidence. I just got into a fight with my uncle over the last of Christmas mashed potatoes, and now I'm here. Hi, leg drop. Anyway, y'all, I'm gonna just come off. John, thank you so much for educating me. Yes, I don't know everything, okay? But Google is just a click away. I mean, there's more research to be done, but I have heard good things about Thailand. I have heard good things about Japan. Most of the Asian countries, other than China, probably, I've heard good things about living there. But I've seen YouTube videos about racism in South Korea or racism in wherever you go. Like, you're gonna stick out like a sore thumb sometimes in a country where like they all mostly look alike. You're gonna look really different and very unique. I would want to go somewhere where I could blend in easily and I don't feel like I'm an outsider or they're gonna treat me differently because like, yeah, they know you're not from here. Like I said, I don't want to stick out like a sore thumb. So a lot of the research needs to be done, but I wouldn't mind leaving the U.S. I'm not originally from the U.S., so I don't mind it. But I've been here for so long. I've been in the U.S. for the majority of my life. So it's like, it's home to me, but it's never felt like home. Does that make sense to y'all? It's home, but it's never truly felt home. I've never truly felt at home. And if you know, you know. If you feel me, you feel me. Oh, my neck. Ooh. I'm definitely going to be doing yoga tonight. Definitely. Trust me, they will love you. They will love me, John? Who will love me? Which one? Brazil? Brazil will love me? And then I have to learn Spanish, so. No, Brazil, they don't speak Spanish. They speak Portuguese, right? Don't they speak Portuguese in I might be wrong. What do they speak in Brazil? Hey Siri, what language do they speak in Brazil? Portuguese. I ain't trying to learn no Portuguese. And I'm not saying that should be like a deterrent, but Spanish is easier than Portuguese. I ain't trying to learn Portuguese. I'd rather learn Spanish. Yeah, I would rather learn Spanish. So if I do go to another country, like Latin America country, whatever, it would be where they speak Spanish. Portuguese is too much going on with that one. More people speak Spanish, in my opinion, right? I think than they do Portuguese. And part of my ignorance, if I don't know what I'm saying, Pardon my ignorance. Hold on, y'all. I'm trying to move something out the way. Whew. All right. Y'all, I be feeling so old. 41 is still not 41 is not old, but it ain't young, baby. It ain't young. Okay? I'm almost a half a century. Let me stop. But many speak English. Okay. Okay, thank you, John. John, best of luck with your property. Like you're trying to, acquire. Best of luck with that, John. You seem like a very intelligent man. I like that. John says a lot of people are bilingual in Brazil, Panama, and Thailand, etc. I definitely would do Thailand. I would do Thailand. There's another country that I would do. So like I said Japan, Thailand. Um, there's another country I would do, and I can't think of it. I can't remember. I can't remember. But definitely not South Korea. Like I told y'all, I ain't trying to even be close to North Korea. I don't want to accidentally end up in North Korea. So I'm not interested in South Korea. If where I gotta go is even close to North Korea, baby, I'm not going like turn that back around. John, where would you live, John? Before I get off, where would you live? If you could live in any country, where would you live, John? Any city, any country. All right, so I'm gonna end the poll. I said, are you happy? 36% of you said yes, and 64% of you said no. So for those of you who are not happy, I hope you can find happiness. And I want you to know that happiness is within you. It's not in somebody else. Happiness is not your job. Happiness is not your children. You have to find happiness with you. And if you're having issues with finding happiness within yourself, you need to reach out to a mental health professional who can guide you to help you. And I always tell y'all, if you're having any suicidal thoughts or feelings or going through a crisis, call or text 988. Get the support you need. Get the support you need, y'all. Happiness is like a job. To be happy, you have to be intentional. You have to want to be happy truly and take the steps. You can't be like, I want to be happy, so I'm going to be happy. Like, you got to do things. Happiness takes work. John says Panama because it has a lot of the same things as the USA and it's close by. Also, we'll do Thailand or somewhere in the Caribbean. We're in the Caribbean, though, John. I'm curious. I had thought about Barbados, y'all. I don't know why. I thought about Barbados, but they're not. It's kind of expensive over there too. But yeah, if I would live in any Caribbean country, it would be I'm from Jamaica originally, but I would actually be interested in Barbados. I like certain things about them, but more research needs to be done. Anywhere you live at, y'all, anywhere you go, do your research. Do your research. And ask people who've actually lived there. Talk to people who actually live there. You can't just move somewhere blindly, and you got to have the money. You got to have your money saved up, and you got to be smart because you don't want to come across as different or richer because you'll be targeted. Don't go there looking all flashy and like you got all the money. Okay, that's a quick way to get robbed and taken advantage of. Just try to blend in wherever you live at. Try to blend in as much as you can with that area. You don't want to look like you think you're better than them. Anyway, well, John is probably gone, but John, if like I said before, let me know what Caribbean. You said somewhere, so you don't. It doesn't matter, I guess, for you. Let me blow out this candle. Ooh. It didn't work. Oh, it did work. Okay. Yes. Definitely true. Don't be flashy. Yes, don't be flashy. Come on to be like, oh, I got my rings and my diamonds, and no, go there. Look, to me, the poorer the better. Go there looking like you struggling. I'm not. I'm being extra. Don't go there looking like you're homeless. but don't look like you are doing well. You know, if the area you're going, the most of the people are struggling or they're just average, blend in with that. Don't go there like you got all this money. Because sometimes people think that, oh, the cost of living is so much cheaper, so I can be able to just buy more. And no, you still got to be smart with your money. Look, I am no expert. I am no expert when it comes to money. Trust and believe, okay? Trust me. But I'm about to come off, y'all. John, it was really great talking to you. You should come back. You should come into more of my lives. You seem very intelligent. John, how old are you? If you don't mind me asking. I'm 41. How old are you? You have some wisdom, so I'm sure you're a little bit older, right? So you're right. I thought it was just me. 39. Okay. You're about to be 40. Okay. Big 4-0. Big 4-0 is coming up. 40 is something else, John. I'm not going to give you no advice. You seem like a wise man, but do your yoga every day. Okay. Drink your water. Get sleep. And don't let nobody stress you out. But definitely stay active. Oh my goodness. My body be trying to tell me every day. Like, yeah, I need to do yoga like 3 times a day. Okay. But my goal is to always do it like in the morning and at night. Get your yoga in, John. Stretch it out. Stretch it out, John. Because 40 is knocking. And 40 gonna be like, welcome. And you're gonna be like, oh, I did not expect this. And you know, there's people who are in their 40s and they're living great and happy. But I'm just saying, move it. Move your body. Ooh, move your body, girl. Makes the fellas go. The way you ride it, girl. Makes the fellas go. Ooh. I'm probably not even singing the song right. That song is always in my head. Anyway, y'all, I'm gonna get off now. I'm gonna go chill with my babies. Finally, it's been over an hour. Didn't mean to spend this time. John, I blame you for making me stay on longer. I'm just playing. I enjoyed every conversation with anybody else. Anybody who put anything in the chat, I appreciate every input, every thought, every comment, every question. I appreciate y'all. Thank you to John. Thank you, John. Good night to you. Thank you to John. Thank you to Leg Drop. Thank you to us. Thank you to FNS. Thank you to Spirituality. Thank you to Sea Turtles. Thank you to Phantom VR. Billy Ray left us a long time ago. Thank you to Billy Ray. Thank you to Madison Bubba. Thank you to Flower. Thank you to everyone who viewed, who gave it a like, who left a comment. You're appreciated, okay? Have a great night, y'all, okay? I will try to go live tomorrow. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe.